Hello, Libra. Welcome to your February 2022 reading. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me in this space. And I just wanted to give you a little review and let you know that if you haven't already watched the collective video, you can feel free to pause this video, go watch the collective video and come back, or you can watch this video all the way through and then watch the collective video. Either way, your choice, but I really highly recommend that you watch the collective videos so that you get more of a breakdown of what strength means for the entire collective for the month, because I really go into that further and then, give an entire overview of what we're all going to be going through for the month of February. But I set the intention of this reading to be for Libra suns and Libra risings. Obviously, Libra moons are also welcome to watch in case, there is anything in the messages that they resonate with. Cross watchers are also welcome. Anyone is welcome to watch these videos because if you're not a Libra and you have a Libra in your life, or you have heavy Libra placements, there might be something that you can pick up from this video. And if you want to share it with, someone else who has Libra, in their chart, that's Libra sun, Libra rising, Libra moon, I would really appreciate you, sharing my channel or sharing the messages. Either way, just, any way that these messages can get to the people who need to hear them, I am very grateful. So with that, we're going to jump right into what this reading is. So we already did strength as our overall collective card. So what we're going to do now is for Libra, we're going to pull a focus card, which will zoom in and show us what aspect of strength that you're working with for the month. And then we're going to pull a bridge, a grounding oracle that will give us a little bit more information about how spirit, how your guides would like you to work with these two energies together. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and pull your focus card. So please, thank you, Spirit. Please, one focus card for Libra for the month of February. Please show me clearly. Card for Libra. Okay, that's too many. Let's try to get one card. One card for Libra for the month of February. Let's see. That's two. Let me feel the energy off this Ten of Cups. Not really getting anything off of that. One more good shuffle. Let's see if anything's... All right. So nothing wanted to jump out. You guys are the first group. So I'm going to go ahead and split and just see what's on the bottom. Temperance in reverse. Oh, my kitties are shedding hair everywhere. Okay, you guys got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so this to me, this is another cardinal sign. This is Capricorn. So this would be for Libra. This is your fourth house. So this is, really connecting with home and family, that aspect of yourself that wants to really shine and be seen and really connect to that aspect of being authentic in your home. And being that this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, she is the embodiment and the epitome of comfort right here on earth. This is Empress energy. She is the most Empress of all the queens. So it's I'm seeing that in order to feel more connectedness within your home space. You know, it's almost like you're seeking a home base that feels safe, that feels more aligned with you. Maybe some home projects are what you're literally going to be doing this month, but things that make your home feel more homey, or that make your family feel more comfortable. And that doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money. It could literally just be like arranging the furniture or doing like small projects that make your home feel more accessible. If like, you know, you have your keys, or, you know, your entryway feels cluttered and you need, you know, to put coats away or arrange shoes so people aren't tripping over them. Like little things that just make your home feel like when you walk in, like this is my space, you know, where you can feel this Queen of Pentacles. Because I feel like in the reverse, it's like there's a desire to really want that feeling of comfort, that feeling of, you know, abundance within your home, so that when you go out into the world, you know, it's like, I have a safe home base to come back to. I have a home, you know, or, you know, my family is comfortable, so I can feel secure in going out into the world, knowing that I have, like, you know, either provided for my family or, you know, for myself, a safe place to land. So that's what I'm seeing might be a theme for you this month. And it could just be, you know, also with self-care, you know, because the Queen of Pentacles, that's earth energy, you know, wanting to maybe up your game as far as, you know, if you haven't, you know, and trust me, I've been through bouts of depression. Sometimes it's hard to just get up and do the basics of like brush your teeth, brush your hair, you know, and for someone that is not experiencing depression, they don't realize like what a massive, you know, task that is to take on when you feel like you have this, you know, elephant sitting on your head, you know, that you might feel this month like you really have the desire to, you know, maybe as a show of vulnerability, seek out someone, seek out support, where you feel like you can do those basic self-care things, or maybe push yourself to take further steps, you know, where you feel like you're putting together a self-care routine that makes you feel, you know, every day like you're a little more put together, or a little more like confident. So that's a little bit of what I'm seeing too. And hey, there is no shame in that. You know, we as human beings, we go through hard times. Okay, and look at that. Your card is Make Manifest, the Beaver card. And look at that. That's like, you know, just like I said with home, like damming up your home, like reinforcing. Like a dam is meant to reinforce and protect their space, you know, to keep the water out. And, you know, this lit candle, these crystals, feathers, you know, just in a way to really manifest more comfort in your life, more security, more groundedness, you know, and in your home and just in your daily life. So that is really aligned. Okay, so the other one that came out, it was under there, so I'm not going to put it out, but Grow Your Truth. Okay, so, and that also could be, you know, that we're growing in reaching out, you know, strength is, you know, that vulnerability, that we're growing and speaking our truth. Like if we need, you know, to reach out, Libra, you're an air sign, you're a very relational sign, that you're growing in that ability to say, hey, you know, I can't do this on my own, that I need a partner. Libra is a sign of partnerships. And, you know, if you've been feeling out of alignment, maybe it's because you've been trying to do things in a way where, you know, you're not bringing other people in. So, you know, really pay attention to that this month. Okay, so the first tarot card that we're going to pull down here is where you are at the start of February. Okay, literally this jumped right out. And that is the Empress in reverse. So that lines up really well with the Queen of Pentacles. What was I just saying? She is the most like the Empress. So, and there she is in the reverse. Like, you know, this is Venus energy where you might not be feeling, you know, as Venusian as you want to feel. You might not be feeling as you know, as comfortable and as abundant, and like that you can manifest. And I don't mean manifest as in magical thinking. I mean manifest as in taking practical steps to bring what you want, you know, into reality, like to bring it down to earth. You know, this is earth, you know, and I think I connect the Empress with, you know, more of Taurus energy, like, you know, so you guys are both ruled by Venus, but this is like, you know, earth Venus. And, you know, it's like you're trying to pull it out of the air, you know, your Libra Venus, pull it out of the ether and bring it down to earth. But it's like you're trying to figure out how to bring it from, you know, this relational, airy, you know, communicating it to actually, you know, earth doing it, taking the steps to make it happen. And it's like, ooh, I know I want it at the beginning of the month, but how do I get there? You know, because the desire is there. So, I mean, that's good. At least you're starting off the month knowing where you want to go, and it's aligned with what Spirit is asking you to do. So let's look at a challenge that might arise for this month. Please, can I get one card for Libra? A challenge for this month. Okay, here we go. And okay, the Chariot in reverse has been popping up quite a bit. I think, you know, I got this upright in 2 other readings and came out in reverse in 1 other reading. So yeah, this is like feeling, you know, because the Chariot upright is like having willpower, having the strength to move forward. Because let's look at this upright. Like, she is on these motorcycles. She's got her wand, she's got her crown, the sun is shining on her, and she's ready to use these things to get up and go. But it's like in the reverse, you know, my Chariot isn't quite, you know, running on a full tank of gas. It's like, you know, I'm sputtering a little bit. So that challenge is just like a challenge to your energy. And this card is ruled by Cancer. So, you know, this is another cardinal sign where, you know, Cancer is your 10th house, right? If I'm looking at that correctly, yes, because Libra, Aries is your 7th house. Yes. Sorry, I'm calculating your your chart, whether it's solar chart or your rising sign chart, for my Libras. That is your 10th house. So, you know, that's your reputation, your career. You know, 6th house is your day-to-day job, but this is like what 10th house is, what you come to this life to be recognized and remembered for, you know. So it's like you really want to take action in some area in these cardinal houses, you know, which makes sense because as a cardinal sign, you're an initiator. You really want to be able to, you know, take actionable steps. But it's almost like, you know, this challenge is that these heavy energies, like we just had, you know, Venus retrograde end on January 29th. Mercury retrograde, I believe, is ending on February 3rd, you know, is kind of bogging down your energy. And I've been getting this message a lot for different signs. And it's like you're trying to come out of that. The sun is trying to rise behind you. Your tank is a little bit empty and you're trying to figure out a way to fill it up. But it's like, it's not quite working out. And And that's okay, because you have 2 majors in the reverse. And it's like majors aren't something that we necessarily do. It's something that we're meant to surrender to. So this energy, you know, it might feel bogged down for a reason, because you need to take it slow. Manifestation, you know, is not something that happens overnight. Pentacles energy is not fast energy. It's not wands energy. It's not swords energy. It's like we plant that seed and we water it. We tend it, right? We tend to ourselves, and little by little we see improvements every day, right? So maybe it's like with this Chariot, you're really trying to push yourself past the point where your body is ready, you know, to go. And it's just a little reminder with this challenge that you need to take it slow. But we're going to look at that with your next card, because that in this spread is how to tackle this challenge and how to take decisive action dealing with this Chariot in reverse challenge. So Spirit, may I have one card for Libra? How can they tackle this challenge of the Chariot in reverse, please? Okay. All right. King of Swords in reverse. So this energy might feel, you might feel a little, not a little, quite a bit of blockages this month, because all of your cards are reversals right now. I mean, that's not anything to worry about. Reversals aren't bad. Sometimes they can just be like an exclamation point after the card, or like a flashing yellow light letting you know, that it's not time to speed. It's time to kind of slow down. And that's why this energy is feeling slow. Like if you push past where, you know, this energy is meant to flow, it's just going to work against you. So I see this King of Swords in reverse. Like this is air and fire, both fast moving energies, just like what I said before. Like, you know, the King of Swords is, you know, someone who is very sharp, very able to cut through, you know, all the BS, you know, cut through all the, you know, extraneous information, and really see, you know, where he needs to go, you know, and then be able to do that and be able to lead others. But maybe this month, you're not meant to be in that, you know, king energy. It's more like possibly you're going, not leveling down, but you're meant to be more in Queen of Pentacles, or possibly this king is meant to be a queen, where you're giving yourself, you know, water energy. This make manifest is purple, which connects to the third eye chakra, the crown chakra. Maybe you're supposed to be a little more introspective rather than, you know, trying to channel this energy outward. It's meant to kind of incubate before you, you know, make it seen on the outside. So this might just be a continuation of, like, you know, this retrograde period where, you know, you're trying to, you know, figure out how to work with your energy, you know, so that you can end, you know, and continue the year on a successful note. And, you know, then we got Mars retrograde at the end of the year, which Mars is all about action. So this last card is where you might be by the end of the month, and that's Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups, you know, usually gets a pretty bad rap, but I see this as really good, especially because it's coming out upright. It's like you're getting a chance to maybe like grieve some of the stuff that happened during these retrogrades, or things that might have come up for you. And maybe that's why I'm feeling this sense of depression, because I feel very foggy and cloudy, you know, and I it's not coming from me. It's really, I feel like I'm channeling it from some of you in this reading. It may not apply to all of you, you know, take it how it applies. And, you know, you're really more comfortable rather than in this King of Swords. You're in more of a Queen of Swords energy where, you know, it's like water and air, you know, but this card is obviously it's Mars in Scorpio. So, you know, but it's like rather than doing, you're feeling, you know, so it's like feelings are something that you're doing this month, because Mars is action, but action may look more like standing still, being with yourself, tending to yourself. And then possibly in March, you know, when you turn around, these 2 cups are there for you. But this, you know, the spillage is not meant to be ignored. It's there for a reason. You know, there might have been some kind of loss that you experienced over, you know, the past year or in the distant past that you are still grieving. And it's okay. It's, you know, you're meant to do that. You're not meant to push past it. You're not meant to, you know, force yourself past your feelings if you're not ready. You know, and grief is a very complex process. It's not linear. So, you know, just keep that in mind. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to pull some oracle cards that bridge each of these cards together and give a little bit of advice. So, and I'll have all of these cards that I'm using in the description box below. So we're going to pull a personal power oracle to bridge the Empress and the Chariot in reverse and give us some information, some advice, you know, about working with that for the month of February. One card for, oh, okay. I'm going to take this one on top, but I will still read this card. And that is such a perfect message for you. I am good enough. Because you are. You're more than good enough. And that definitely comes from strength and you learning to accept that no matter what you're feeling about yourself at this time or what you've done in the past to maybe beat yourself up or speak, you know, words that weren't as kind over yourself. You are good enough. And, you know, the challenge right now to put you in this state where this Empress is upright, where this Chariot is upright, and you're feeling abundant and moving forward is to like remind yourself, to affirm yourself, to speak kindness over yourself, you know, and make that kind of a daily practice. Queen of Pentacles, step by step, you know, and it doesn't happen overnight, but, you know, make it a ritual. And see this one, I am a problem solver. So that's a beautiful message. Like you're able to solve the problem, but it's going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of support. You're not meant to do it by yourself. So I'm going to put that away. And then I'm going to pull a card to bridge the Chariot and the King of Swords. Okay. Look for the overflow of abundance. And another sign got this video, so I won't say which one. It may be your moon sign, it may be your sun or rising, depending on, you know, what your placements are. Or it just, you know, might be a really important message for, you know, the collective this month. But look for the overflow of abundance, because if you are feeling abundant, like with this Empress energy, and, you know, thinking that you're good enough, like you are abundant, because you already are, whether you believe it or not. You know, it'll put you in a state where you can make manifest, because, you know, our energy, everything is energy. And the way that we speak to ourselves, the way we allow others to speak to us too, that just popped in my head. So that might be a message for specific people, or it could be, there's a little bit of both going on, can really affect the way that you move through the world. So be very careful, and watch your words and watch who is saying what to you, especially in February. And you might need to create some distance if, you find that certain people in your life are really dragging you down, that, especially with this Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, these are such relational planets. They teach us these lessons, to review, like who makes me feel good, who values me, and how much do I value myself, who deserves to be in my life and who doesn't. So this last card that we're going to bridge is a inner child card for the month of February. So the King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups. Can we please have an inner child oracle for Libra? Oh, that's definitely too many. Here's one inner child message for Libra. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Here, you guys got two that actually, like, they were together. So the other one I'm not going to read, but I'll just read the description. You were going in the right direction. So that is, trust yourself. See, the last thing it says is trust your intuition. That's really important, that you're making the right decisions. And that if your intuition is speaking to you, that you can trust that. So let it come forth. Repressed emotions can subconsciously fuel many of our behaviors. See, look at your grief. Don't repress it. And interactions within the world. And so it is good to explore these as we can. Find a place that feels safe and begin by asking yourself if there's anything that needs to be spoken aloud and released. Oh my God. Okay. This is lining up so perfectly. Observe what comes forth without judgment. You are good enough. Do not judge yourself for what you feel, for what comes up, because it's valid. You are valid. Your feelings are valid. Your thoughts are valid. But, you need to also be careful of shaming yourself, because we have a tendency sometimes to be harder on ourselves, because we expect more from ourselves than we expect from other people. And, that is a very human reaction, but just, be gentle with yourself. These are hard times that we're going through. So that's a really beautiful message. And that's what I am getting for you for the month of February, Libra. That's wonderful. And, if you connect with this, definitely, let me know in the comments, or if you find that these things are coming up later in the month, don't hesitate to come back and leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But don't forget, if you haven't, to check out that collective reading. And, I appreciate your likes, your comments, your shares. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, so you don't miss any of my content that comes out, because I will be putting out a pick a card reading sometime mid-month, and I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about some of the other things that I have in the works, and I might just surprise you guys. So you might want to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out. And I thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your presence, for the presence of your guides and the collective angels and spirits that are here to support us. And that is all I have for you this month, Libra. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you in March. Bye.